Hello friends. Alright, so I'm gonna wait for everyone to pop on and then we'll get started. But good morning, I hope you guys are all having a beautiful day. Thursday, I think it is. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get situated. Alright, I'm gonna post my shopping link right here in the comments, so everything you're about to see is gonna be available on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. I'm gonna pin it right there. There we go. Okay, so RheaHopeBeauty.com is where you can find all of the makeup and the tools I'm about to use, minus like one brush, I think. I think all of the rest will be unique. Yep. Hi guys. Oh, it's rainy there. Yuck. We're pretty sunny here. It's not too hot today. It's good weather. We've just been putting around the house. I feel like I've been doing laundry this morning, and that's about it. Laundry. I caught up on all my messages, but yeah, that's about it. How's everybody doing? Where did you get that shirt? Beatles for Life, such a good band. I'll give you guys full outfit details on my little wishbone necklace and my t-shirt over on my Instagram story after I get off here. I actually pinned my Instagram link in the description, so you can click there and then follow me on Instagram, where I'm actually running a giveaway. And to watch the Instagram stories, all you have to do is click on the profile picture on Instagram. It's like a little red circle over my picture, and you can click that and the stories will begin to play. And yeah, so that's the easiest way to get all of the info for my clothes and jewelry and stuff like that. I also did share... What did I share this morning? I shared how my hair is growing so long already. And then I shared about my bead bracelets on there already today. These are lava beads from Bombshell Beads. She is so good. But these are one of my favorites. I have a headache today. It's like just a dull headache. So I put some peppermint essential oil in my lava beads, so it just like is giving off that scent, and it really helps, and it especially helps to kind of like invigorate you as well. I am in my cloffice where I am always. Beautiful forever. Yay! Hi Angie, welcome. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you click up here in your top right hand corner, you'll see those three little dots. If you click there, you can actually turn on live notifications. That way you'll be alerted when I go live. So make sure you do that. And then if you haven't yet, make sure on the bottom left hand corner there's a little share button. If you click that, it'll give you the option to share it to your page or your friends' pages. So if you could do that, that always helps me out so much. Claudia, message me and I can give you the link to these. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I washed my hair this morning and I recorded my a little hair tutorial. I'll have that edited and up for you guys on my IGTV, which again, more reason to follow me on Instagram. They have this little section called IGTV. It's on my actual like profile on Instagram. It looks like a little TV. If you click that, they're shorter videos. They're sped up. They have music, they're entertaining, but they're not 30 minutes long. They're less than 50. All of them have to be less than 15 minutes. So check that out, because I have makeup tutorials there. I have hair tutorials there. So if you don't already, again, follow me on Instagram. Make sure you do so. My name's just Rhea Hope over there. Yes, so these beads are called lava beads. They're made from like lava rock. So they're not like a solid, they're kind of hard to see, but they have like, they absorb oil, and especially essential oils. So let me know if you want the link to these. I have a discount code with her boutique as well. Hi guys, how are you all? Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the color corrector today just because I've been getting some questions a lot lately about dark circles, and this is one of my favorite ways to hide dark circles. It's not by Unique, it's by a company, Maybelline. Like you haven't heard. This company called Maybelline. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. But you can find this on Amazon. I can give you the link to it. Just message me. But I really love these color correctors. I use these for a super long time. I have hereditary dark circles, and I always would get so aggravated with my foundations, concealers, everything. Nothing seemed to cover my dark circles. and I was getting really frustrated with it. And it wasn't until I really stepped up my skincare game that I started to see them disappear. So what you want to do is take your ring finger and you're just going to kind of dab this underneath the eye. So instead of going like, sorry, I'm not trying to flip you the bird. So instead of going like right over the dark circle, you want to kind of go down like this and create a V shape, because you're going to not only try to hide the color, but you're also hiding the shape or the indent of your dark circle. So keep that in mind if you are using this step. And again, just message me and I can give you the link to that color corrector. They're fairly inexpensive. Would yellow be good with hyperpigmentation? It would. So yellow is really good for hiding like blues and purples. The orange color is also really good for hiding blues and purples. If you have redness, the green color is really good for hiding that. You can try a purple, like a lavender. I've heard people try that one. So they're fairly inexpensive, so it's worth a try to see what kind of hides the best. Yes, message me, Michelle, and I can give you my full skincare regimen that I have been using for now like almost 4 years. And I swear, you guys, my dark circles were so severe. People would always be like, are you okay if I wasn't wearing makeup? And it wasn't until I got serious on my skincare and was using the whole regimen every single night that I really started to see a huge difference with my skin being brighter, clear, and just not so dark and uneven. So message me and I'll give you my quick little, this is all the products I use in the order. Puffy under eyes. So puffiness is more inflammation, not so much something that it's like hereditary or a lack of water. So puffiness, you're gonna want a lot of moisture in your skin. It's basically like crying out for moisture. So rose water is really crucial for puffy under eyes, as well as the brightening face mask is really good for toning. And then the blending buds for applying your makeup really helps. So forewarning, all of these comments like disappear and go out of order when I get off my Facebook. So message me. The best way to message me, I pinned it in the description up here. If you tap on my face right now, the window will come down and you'll see my name. Click on my name, it will take you to my Facebook, and you'll look for the little square. It has a squiggly line in it. That's a way to message me, or you just look for the DM spot or the message spot or whatever. And that way I can help you, because these comments, I can't always find them after I get off. So make sure you message me because I want to help you. I'm not ignoring you. Just the comments don't show after I get off live sometimes. What exactly do you use on your under eyes? For skincare, for makeup? I haven't been sending my texts lately just because it's so expensive for me. I've been trying to reserve my texts for like when things come back in stock or there's like a really good sale. So if you do want to be notified for when I go live, make sure in your top right-hand corner, you turn on the live notifications. So frown lines are also, can be healed with skincare. And that's also something that's going to be kind of focused on with a toner. Yes, message me. How long do you leave the oil mask on for? I usually will leave the masks on for about 10 minutes unless it's the brightening face mask, and then I leave that one on until it's fully dry. Alright, so right now I'm taking my Liquid Touch foundation in the shade Lace, and I'm using it on top of the powder concealer brush, and we're just going to use this for a coverage today. I love this coverage. It's just so fast, it's so easy, it's so flawless. It's not heavy, it's not cakey, it's so good, and I love that it can be built up to be extremely full coverage, or it can be as easy and as light as you want. So this right here was about 4 drops of the Liquid Touch foundation, again on top of the powder concealer brush, and then now I'm just going to go in and I kind of like build it up, so I'll kind of go in with little ones at a time. And then for this, sorry, I have like a hair in it. Or fuzzy. So for this, I also will use on my finger for my under eyes. I didn't, as you saw, use my my powder concealer brush for my under eyes because I want to fine tune it and make it look super soft and really smooth with the blending bud. So I'm going to go in over the color corrector with this now. So as you saw, I avoided my under eye with my brush. I kind of went just down here with it, and now I'm going to go over it with my damp blending bud. These are from Unique. You get a large and a small when you buy them. They're made from a different material than like your everyday beauty blender. They're really, really incredible. They make your makeup look so much softer, smoother, more full coverage, and they really, really make a really, really big difference. If I can't stress that enough. They're crucial. And they're not like your everyday beauty blender. If you have one, you're like, oh, I'm good, I have one already. I'm telling you, these are different. These are different. They are so good. They are so impactful for your makeup. I can't stress enough how important they are. All right, so you're just going to bounce this off your skin until everything looks super smooth, really full coverage. And again, this is going to be really important if you have fine lines, wrinkles, dark circles, large pores. It compresses the makeup into place rather than just kind of buffing it on top. I think it's like 2 or 3 o'clock here. When I come live to do my makeup, I'm not doing my makeup because I like need to put on, well, not always, sometimes. But I mostly am on here because I want to teach you guys how to put on makeup. California is opening. Slowly, slowly we are. We have really low cases where I'm at, so it's becoming much safer. Trying to learn how to use them. It's hard to not wipe like a brush. I know it is. Just, okay, so I heard this from another beauty blogger. She was saying pounce, like a cat, like how they pounce. So when you're doing it with your blending bud, pounce, 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 pounce. Think that in your mind, and that will help you kind of move briskly and firmly. I do get Botox, but I haven't gotten it in a really long time. Tips and more tips. Exactly. If I missed anyone's comment, just comment it again. Okay, so now for concealer, I'm using my Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza. And this, you guys, is so incredible for dark circles. If you, again, have dark circles, the shade Organza is the bee's knees. It's so good. This concealer is so opaque. You cannot see through it. It's so amazing. The only forewarning with it is to make sure that you really blend it down because it can be on the thicker side and you don't want it to feel too heavy or too cakey. So make sure you are using the blending buds and you are really pressing that down and you're working it in a V shape like this. So I'm kind of focusing on how to make your eyes appear larger in this tutorial, and that is a tip for you guys, is making sure that you're taking your concealer down like this instead of just across. Going down like this way is going to elongate your under eye, making your eyes look larger and more youthful. So that is one of my little tricks for making your eyes look bigger. Will you give a rundown of what you have used so far? Yes. So far on my skin, I have on my setting spray, my mattifying face primer, then my setting spray again. Then I went in with a Maybelline color corrector for my under eyes. Then I went in with my Liquid Touch foundation in the shade Lace. And then just now I went in with my Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza. Yes, Scarlet would be the lightest shade. But I love Organza because it has very slight pink undertones to it, which actually help to disguise dark circles the best. So I swear by the shade Organza. So these two right now are what I have on my skin. So incredible. Full coverage, light, dewy, kind of satiny finish together. It's so good, you guys. I'm not exaggerating. It's so amazing. Okay, so now that we have our foundation and our concealer on, now let's set everything so nothing moves. So I have oily skin, so I set it really, really well. So I'm going to take a dry beauty blender. I love it because it's flat. And we're going to take our setting spray. And we're going to mist our bud with that. And then now I'm going to take my Touch Behold Translucent Setting Powder. There's no color to this. It's a setting powder. It's not a foundation. And I popped the cap off mine so I could use a technique called baking. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to push my blending bud in there. And then I'm going to just kind of very lightly pat this wherever I have my concealer, wherever I get really oily, wherever I find that transfers really easily, wherever I find that my large pores show. This product will help to draw out the natural oils of your skin and trap them. This product is really incredible for preventing your makeup from moving around and from your large pores showing, but it can be a little bit drying on the skin. So if you do have dry skin, I would recommend you can still utilize this product. You're just going to want to use it differently. You're going to want to utilize the little mesh plate that it comes with and use that. So I have a new one. It usually comes like this. a little mesh plate. So you'll just take a brush and you'll pounce it in that little mesh plate, and then you can pat it on just like how I did. It'll just help you use less of the product so it doesn't dry you out. So now I'm going to take a fan brush and I'll just sweep away any excess of that. So the benefit of baking is it's basically, you're using a lot of the product and it's going to use the heat from your face to bake into the foundation. So almost like you're sealing the top of your cake. So it's going to really draw out any of that moisture out of your skin and trap it. So instead of that moisture, that sweat, or the humidity, or your oils pushing against your liquid foundation, making it come off, making it look greasy, oily, transfer, rub off altogether, it's absorbing into the setting powder, so it's not going to push against your liquid, if that makes sense. If you have wrinkles, you can still utilize this product. You're just going to want to use less of it. But to each their own. I do know a lot of women who have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles use the product and they look amazing. So to each their own. I definitely, with makeup, trial and error. Definitely give it a try. Try it at least once and see how it looks, and keep trying different techniques until you find like what works for you. Sisterly will be back in stock on the 29th, I believe. I used Taffeta pressed powder. What color concealer should I use? Organza, Tanya. What about spots? For coverage, if whatever you're trying to hide, this right here is the bee's knees. Liquid Touch Foundation, Skin Perfecting Concealer. Those two together. You can even mix them together on top of your brush. You can use your concealer over your foundation. There's so many like little tricks into using it. I do not watch American Idol, no. I used to back in the day, Kelly Clarkson days. With all these layers, do you prevent your makeup from looking caked on? So, one, this makeup's not heavy or cakey, which is hallelujah. 2, the blending buds really, really help. And 3, I exfoliate my skin once to twice a week. So I have no dead skin sitting on my face. So that's typically when your makeup starts to look cakey, is when you need to exfoliate, or your brushes are dirty, or you are not using the right combination for your skin. So if your face is starting to look cakey, it's not necessarily always the makeup. It can be how you're applying it. It could be your skincare. It could be a lot of different things. Organza and Liquid Touch, what concealer? You could use the shade Organza, or you could use the shade Scarlet for your concealer, Mandy. These products I've been using for 2 years. Yay, that's so awesome. Debbie, everything is available right here on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and everything has a love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, or it's the wrong color or whatever, you can always return it or exchange it for your money back. So I always recommend to message me a selfie facing a window, and I can give you a full recommendation. I can tell you what colors you are, what products to grab. You may not be like the best candidate for the liquid. You might be more spray foundation, or you might be more stick foundation. It all kind of depends. So just message me and I can give you a recommendation. I use the exfoliating face mask that Unique has to exfoliate my skin. You mean dermablading? Yes. I do not do microblading, but dermablading, that's like when you shave your face. Yes, I do that. My skin is so dry. I love the hydrating face mask. Absolutely. Can I use it too much? No. Can't overuse that. I need the powder brush to be back in stock, right? I'm using Lash Charm for about a month and love it. Yay! Yes, so agree. Yes, message me a selfie facing a window, Debbie. I'd be so happy to help you. All right, so right now what I'm doing is I'm taking a big giant kabuki brush, and I am using my pressed powder. This is the Mineral Touch pressed powder in the shade Taffeta, which is like my true shade. And I'm using this all over as my coverage, and I'm just bouncing it off my skin, just like so. And this is going to not only set the rest of my face, but it's also going to provide a really beautiful, like, finishing touch. It's kind of like a finishing powder. It's not heavy at all. It's not cakey. It's not drying. It is the best pressed powder I have ever used in my life. It is so, so good. I stocked up on it. Taffeta, which is my favorite shade, is back in stock. It's like the most perfect neutral color. If you have a hard time finding a pressed powder that's like your color, Taffeta. I'm telling you, it's like magic. It's the magical pressed powder. I love the matte primer. Oh my god, I could sing its praises all day long. It blurs your pores, it blurs your imperfections, and it's not drying. A lot of matte primers out there really dry out your skin, and this is not drying at all. It's also not hydrating. It's a very happy medium. Where are you from? So you can add me on Facebook. So my Facebook page is full, like the friends list thing, but you can click the follow button here on Facebook. But if you want to see my name up here, RheaHopeBeauty.com or Rhea Hope or Rhea Coleman, I'm like all over Facebook. I have very dry skin and liquid foundation does not work. Would spray foundation and stick foundation be better? Typically, yes. If you have dry skin, a spray or the cream would be a better choice. And with our foundation line, you're the same color. Whatever you are in the same color as the liquid, you are in the spray and the stick. But if you're not sure what color you are, just message me a selfie. The consistency of the primer is kind of like, I don't know. It's like almost like a watery base. I don't know. Here, I'll just show you. Although I'm like, I don't want to waste it. So it's kind of like it's not like silicone-y, but it's not like watery. It's like a happy medium between the two. Oh, it's so good. That silver makeup brush. Message me and I can give you the link to it. It's out of stock right now, but I can give you the link to a dupe of it. Foundation can I use for spots? Yes. Wish I could sit with you and have you done. That's why I'm here, Amy. We're sitting together right now. I just can't see you. I have dry skin and love the stick and the BB Floss. Yes, the BB Floss is a really great option because it's very, very hydrating. And it's also a really good option for mixing with your foundations if you ever need more full coverage or need more hydration. We have this product called the BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer. And it's basically like a tinted moisturizer, to be honest. It's not very full coverage by itself. It's more of a light to medium coverage, but when you pair it with another foundation, it is like the best. Unless you like a super light coverage, then the BB Flawless is perfect. It takes away redness, evens out your skin without providing that much coverage. Julie, message me. I can combine the matte primer and the hydra. Yeah, you definitely can. I wash my brushes like 1 or 2 times a week, or 1 to 2 times a month. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so for now, what I'm doing now is contouring. So I'm using a pressed powder. So technically it's a foundation. So I'm using this guy right here. This is a Mineral Touch pressed powder, but we're using it in the shade Chenille. So you're going to take it on the tapered blusher brush, and you're going to follow from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth in this area. And you stop like 2 finger lengths away from your mouth, 2 finger lengths away from the jawline. So you kind of stick right in this area. And what this does is you get the natural from like when you're not wearing makeup, you have naturally like a sun-kissed glow to your skin. You have a natural dimension to your skin, which is like normal for everybody. But when you put on foundation, you tend to wash yourself out. Not on purpose, but just because it's all one color. So you need that like natural shape and dimension to your skin to look natural. So although it may not feel natural, it definitely makes you look much, much better when you contour. So I'm taking again the shade Chenille on the tapered blusher brush. You're going to tap it in, swirl into the cap. I'll tap it off, and then you're, again, top of the ear to the corner of the mouth. And then the difference between the two, so see how this side looks much more bland, what looks a little bit rounder, versus this side, you have much more dimension, you have much more warmth to your skin. So again, top of the ear, and then you're going to take it like this, and you're going to go straight down. But this brush is so important, you guys. It does all the work for you. It's a perfect shape. It's a perfect dimension. And then I like to swirl over that area to soften the lines up. Thank you. If you use lace and eyeliner, you tan every day, you'll want the shade Honey. Should I apply primer after my moisturizer or before? You will do your moisturizer, and then you're going to want to wait like 10 to 20 minutes and then apply your primer. All right, so swirl over, and then this is very customizable. You can go as dark or as light as you're wanting. It's also a really good product to kind of transition that really nicely. So if you ever feel like your makeup is looking a little light or a little dark, you can always take your contour to kind of even that out. All right, and then for your nose, just gonna grab it, run it down the sides of the nose, just like that. Yes, the brush is so important. It does literally all the work for you. It's a perfect size. So if you've been struggling with contouring, the brush, I'm telling you, the brush. What primer should I use on my face if I got spots? The mattifying face primer. That's what I would do for you. All right, so now for blush, we're gonna use the, hold on, let me use the pressed blush in the shade Supple. This is a really great blush if you're not a huge blush girl. It is a really gorgeous, very slight sheen, so you don't get like that really like sheeny, like glowy finish, but you get just enough. And this is also a really gorgeous like peachy color. So it's not like super bright or really pink or red. You get these really gorgeous, very subtle peachy undertones. So just like that. Isn't that pretty? And again, that's the shade Supple. And this brush is also from Unique. This is the regular blusher brush. So we have two, tapered blusher brush for contour, regular blusher brush for blush. It's a tongue twister. Debbie, everything is right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Yes, Serene is so good. Sisterly is a lot like Serene. All right, so now for a really pretty glow. So again, to make your makeup look really glowy and dewy, I love taking the Touch Them Luminizer, and this is in the shade Iridescent. It's a really gorgeous like white. This is really gonna make your eyes pop and look larger, and you're thinking like, oh, well, you're putting it on your face, what's it gonna do for your eyes? So this is going to reflect this area, making it look much glowy, much more youthful, and not so dark and gloomy. So this really actually does a lot for your eyes, even though you're not putting it anywhere near your eyes. So again, that was the shade Iridescent, and you're gonna take a fluffy brush, any fluffy brush is fine, and tap it on the highest parts of your cheekbones, just like that. Should you show us how the toning mask works sometimes? The toning mask, that's a brightening face mask, and I do tutorials on that all the time. So if you want to catch any of my tutorials, if you want to search them, I have them all saved here on Facebook and on my YouTube channel. If you just go to Rhea Hope, you can type in the skincare bundle or skincare tutorials, and you can watch them that way as well. Yes, absolutely. The gleam from the blushes are so flattering on. All right, so now for brows, I'm gonna show you guys how to achieve like really natural looking brows and not like stamped on brows. My eyebrows are so unruly right now. I can't wait for nail salons to open just so I can get my eyebrows waxed. But I'm gonna show you guys what I do for that. Okay, so this product right here is called the Brow Obsession Palette. So when you buy it, you get 2 powders, you get 2 highlights, and then you get a pomade. And then you're going to take the angled brow artist brush. So it's dual ends. So you have the flat end, if you can see, and then you get the angled end right there. So this is a really good product if you want more natural brows, not like so stamped on, because it's more tailored to your eyebrows instead of like a pencil where you're like drawing them on. So what you're gonna do is you are gonna take the angled side of your brow artist brush and you're gonna tap it into your pomade on both sides to get it on there. And then you get to choose what powder is more like similar to your eyebrows. So for me, it's obviously this darker one, but you can always use both to kind of create like a more ombre effect. So you're gonna take this first right here on the angled side, and you're gonna follow where your tear duct is straight up, and that's where you're gonna kind of press this on right there very lightly. And then you're going to drag this to the top of the brow, and then you'll drag it to the bottom of the brow just like this. And then as you do this, you can kind of start to form your eyebrow, which this is basically just filling in any of those sparse areas that you may have and just kind of giving your face that structure and that frame that it's lacking. Because again, when we put on our makeup, it kind of dilutes like all of that natural beauty we have. So we're kind of getting all of that back with doing small tweaks. So the pinks and the light ones are for highlighting. So you can highlight underneath your eyebrow to create more of a glowy finish. No, the brow palettes are still in stock, but something that you want to make sure that you grab is the brow artist brush, which is sold separately. So as you can see the difference, this side actually appears like it has way more room for eyeshadow versus this side. It almost gives your face like a facelift. So although you may think like, oh, I'm too old for doing my brows, but you still want your eyes to look larger, doing your eyebrows actually is helping you lift up your eye area. So even if you think that you are not wanting to do your brows, it actually helps make your eyes look larger. Thank you. Yes, eyebrow palette is amazing. I was wondering that too. Doesn't look platinum. What was the question? I did not use a different color in my hair. My roots were just so dark. Yes, they're back there. I haven't tried them yet. I just got them in the mail, actually. I'm excited to try them, though. I think my code's Rhea10 with them. I haven't checked yet, just got them. All right, so then this side, we're just gonna catch it up, but I really like that you don't have to do a lot with this palette. You just kind of create that structure that you may be lacking, and it just kind of gives your brows that little bit of a lift. So now what you can do is you can take the flat side of the brush, and then you get to choose between the highlights. So again, you have a cream highlight and a powder highlight, and you can take either or. I like the white one. And you can just kind of clean up the brow, which is what I like to use it for. It almost acts like as a magic erase marker. So if you've gone too high or too low, kind of cleans that up. And then also you can finish with like a glowy finish on your brow bone. So this is a really, really great product, and it lasts forever. So if you've been looking for something that you can have for a long, long time without having to restock it, the brow palette is amazing. And again, this is the medium shade, the brunette. I love the brow palette, but I don't know what to do with the two bottom colors. They're highlights. So you'll put them on your under eye, or I'm sorry, your brow bone. Okay, so another really easy trick on getting your eyes to look larger is very, very simple. It's simply a white eyeliner. So this is in the shade Pristine. It's on the website. It's only $15. And what you're gonna do with this is apply on the waterline. So you're gonna go from the outside all the way into the middle. And then you're gonna do the top of the eye as well. So you're just kind of go back and forth along the top side. And you can even kind of pull up your eye and draw on there too, whichever you prefer, whatever's easier. But what the white eyeliner does is it actually reflects light, so it's actually making your eyes look even brighter and larger. So easy, easy trick, and only $15. The brow palette is not still on sale, unfortunately. But if you do spend $80, the whole website's actually on sale. So yes and no. So like I was saying before, so if you spend $80 on the website, it makes everything in your cart 15% off, and that is only for the month of May. So we've actually never had like a site-wide sale before, so it's like the perfect time to try the products. And like I said, everything has a love-it guarantee, so if you need to return anything, you can just send it on back for your money back, which I can even help you with that too. So again, my website's right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And I'll give you guys full outfit details, including my rings and everything, over on Instagram as soon as I get off here. My Instagram name is also pinned in the in the description, or you could just search Rhea Hope. Okay, so now another really simple trick for making your eyes pop is taking a fun color like this. It's a mess because I haven't cleaned it in a while, but this is the shade Optimistic in the pressed eyeshadows, and you can buy them individually like this. And you're gonna take it on your crease brush, and you are going to just pop this in the corner of your eye, just like this. Now, you can do this by itself like I'm doing, or you could do it paired with some eyeshadow, but this is such an easy trick for making your eyes look even more like fairy-like, more wide awake. So what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna take my same thing I contoured with, which was the Mineral Touch Pressed Powder in the shade Chenille. I'm gonna take it on the fluffy crease brush, and we're just going to very light-handedly, I'm talking very, just dust this in the crease of the brow bone just to give it a little bit of color. Just like that. That's it. All right, so now, super important step is making sure that you set your makeup, so taking your setting spray. Now, this is going to take away that makeup-y look. It's going to take away the powdery look and make everything look super flawless, really soft. It keeps it from transferring. It takes away maybe the cakey look if you're experiencing that. It really does so much. So if you are not using the setting spray, definitely recommend it. That was the shade Optimistic. Optimistic, and then we use the eyeliner in the shade Pristine. That's what we have on so far. All right, so I'm gonna let it dry for just a second, and then we're gonna do our lips. So for lips, I'm gonna do like a really pretty kind of everyday nude corally lip. Thank you. Yes, but like I said before, if you guys need any help picking out products or whatever, just message me a selfie facing a window, and I can give you a full recommendation. Okay, so now for lip liner. So I'm going to use lip liner in Prudent, and we're going to fill in our whole lip with this. The lip liners are super important. It's going to take away the makeup-y look. I'm thinking about setting powder. The lip liner is smudge proof. It makes your lips look bigger. That's what I was trying to say. But it also is going to prevent your lipstick from bleeding. So if you experience your lipstick kind of smudging into your foundation, it's going to help with that as well. So, gonna go around the lips. And then over here. And then you're gonna feather in. And like I said, this is going to not only hold your lipstick in place, also makes your lips look even poutier. And if you are not like a big lipstick wearer, this is also a really easy little lip look. Just like that. It's a really easy lip look to throw on and not feel like you're super dolled up or super done up. And like I said before, it's smudge proof, so you don't have to worry about it like coming off on everything. So that was the lip liner in Prudent. And they're only $15 as well. Okay, so now for lipstick, I'm going to take the shade Extravagant. And I'm going to pop this on the center. And this is a really gorgeous, it looks super, super bright. But when it's on, it looks a little more diluted. Just like that. And then you're going to take your finger, and then you're just going to kind of massage this in. Just like so. And this is such a pretty, long-lasting lip color. All right, so something else I'm going to do is I'm going to take my concealer, and you're just going to take a teeny tiny bit of that. I'm actually going to wipe some of that off, like the smallest amount. And I'll pop it right in the center, and then wipe off. And then you're just going to kind of pounce this off your lips, and this is really going to turn this like fun coral color into more of like a pastel coral. But this is a really easy trick. If you ever use a color and you think that it's too bright or it's too dark for you, just pop a little bit of concealer in there and boom, it's gone. It's like so much like diluted or so much more like pastel than it was when it started. So last thing we're gonna do is eyelashes. So important. Hello, hi Tracy. I know, Extravagant is so pretty. Yeah, if you guys need any help, just let me know. Just send me a selfie facing the window and I can give you a full recommendation. All right, so now for another trick to get your eyes to look really, really large is really good mascara. So the first thing you're going to do is take the lash primer, which actually has won like a bunch of awards, and you're going to go from the base of the lash all the way up, and you're going to give it a really good coat of this. So not only does this help your lashes with length and volume, but it actually hydrates your lashes as well, which really helps keep your lashes looking fuller longer, which helps your eyelashes look even better. Yeah, exactly. You'll send me a selfie here on Facebook. So you can tap on my name, a little window should pop down, and you'll look for my name, Rhea Hope, Rhea Coleman, whatever, and you'll send me a message there. You can also message me here on my website, rheahopebeauty.com, and scroll to the very bottom of the website, and you'll be able to send me a message there as well. All right, so now that we've waited for our lash primer to get a little tackier, now we're gonna take the 4D mascara, and you're gonna do a really good coat of this from the base of the lash all the way up. And this is the best mascara ever. It coats each lash with fibers and gel, almost like wraps it in a fiber hug. It doesn't have any fallout with the fibers at all. And you're just gonna go and kind of work in quadrants of the lash from like inwards, outwards, upwards, you name it, and then on the back side as well. And then you can do as many coats of this as you want. So whether you wanted to do one coat for more natural look or you wanted it really dramatic and do multiples, you can. It's totally buildable. So again, from the base of the lash all the way up. And this mascara is so long lasting. I've had this one tube for I think almost 5 months. All right, so that was one coat, which is also which is really good. But now we're gonna go in with one more, and this time I'm kind of like pressing up on my lashes, which helps to like lift them, which is gonna help them look even longer. Another thing that you can do with your eyes to help them look even larger is to not do any mascara on the bottom. When you don't do any mascara on the bottom, not only does it make the top eyelashes look even larger, but it's not overpowering your eye, making your eyes look like dark or heavy. So just like that, and you're done. Yeah, send me a selfie, exactly. Yes, and I check my messages every day, all day. Message me, and I can give you any help that you need. The color would be for pressed mineral powder foundation. I usually am best. Then I use. Message me, Lorraine, so I can help you. Seems sketchy is something to thin it out. So it could be that just that it's like brand new, so you'll need to thin it out yourself. So just wipe off a lot of that product when you get it. It's like packing a punch when you first grab this. So when it's brand new, you want to wipe off a lot of that product on the tube. That'll help to thin it out so you can get a better application. You can always grab a brush like this, which is a lash brow comb. Use the metal side and you can comb through your eyelashes as well like that. Always, thank you. And with the presenters kit, they're subject to change. It has it on there written. It's basically whatever they have in stock or whatever. So that's why I always say, like, with the presenters kits, if you're wanting to do this as a job, absolutely join. But if you're wanting just a really good deal, it's actually kind of smarter to stay as a customer, because then you qualify for all of the hostess rewards, which right now, if you spend $200, you get a free pair of sterling silver earrings, you get a free Epic mascara, and you get white cash. So you get all of those things with an order of $200. All you have to do is set up a reward link. So if you need to know how to do that, just message me and I can help you. Yes, so let me know if you guys need any help. Let me know if you guys need any more recommendations or you need to be color matched. Just send me a selfie facing a window and I would be so happy to help. Make sure you guys are all following me over on Instagram and I will give you guys full outfit details on jewelry, the shirt I'm wearing, everything. So I will see you guys over on Instagram next, and thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.